रखना,
जहाँ रोशन होगा दिया जलाए रखना,
की है हिफाजत लहू देकर हमने जिसकी,
मन में सदा उस तिरंगे को बसाए रखना, मन में सदा उस तिरंगे को बसाए रखना.
Today is 15th August and we all have gathered here today to remind ourselves of our duties, responsibilities and our ancestors' sacrifices.
Therefore, I, Miss Nida, and my co-host,
Master Agastya,
warmly welcome you all to today's auspicious gathering on behalf of our entire VK family. A highly warm welcome to our respectable Chief Guest, Honorable President Dr. Ghosh, esteemed Principal Sharda Ma'am. I would like to take a moment to introduce our Chief Guest for today's occasion. Air Marshal S.S. Soman, PVSM, AVSM, VM, retired as Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Western Air Command. IAF in 2015, he was commissioned in the Flying Branch of the Indian Air Force in December 1976 and has more than 3,400 hours of flying on a fighter aircraft. Air Marshal Soman has held many appointments which include Commanding Officer of a Fighter Squadron, Chief Flying Instructor at Flying Institute School, Chief Operations Officer at Srinagar during Operation Parakram, and Air Officer commanding at a premium IAF base. He has served as Assistant Defense Advisor at the High Commission of India, Dhaka. He has also served as Director of Operations, Director of Intelligence, Principal Director Operations, and Principal Director of Flight and Safety at Air Headquarters. Before his appointment as Air Officer Commanding-in-Chief of Western Air Command, he has served Air Defense Commander in Western Air Command and as Senior Air Staff Officer in Western Air Command and Southern Western Air Command. He is alumnus of Defense Services Staff College and has graduated from Air War College in USA. The Air Marshal is a recipient of Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, and Vayu Sena Medal. At present, he is holding the Marshal of Indian Air Force Chair at the Department of Defense and Strategic Studies at Savitribai Phule University, Pune. I would like to request Dr. Ghosh and Sharda Ma'am to kindly felicitate our Chief Guest.
Not just a date in our calendar marked in red as Independence Day, it is much more. In fact, this is the day when the dreams of our valiant patriots and nationalists become fulfilled, their dream of an independent India.
Just imagine how significant this day must have been for every Indian who had made selfless sacrifices for this day. Just imagine getting recognized as an Indian for the first time in your life and accomplishing your own identity on a global platform.
Yes, that's why we all have gathered here today to cherish the memories of our glorious past, to trace the bond with our motherland, and to invoke in ourselves the pride of being an Indian and reminding ourselves of the responsibilities that we have towards our nation.
To commence our celebration, we are honored to present a traditional Bharatanatyam dance, a classical dance form that embodies the grace, purity, and divinity of our culture.
This dance, deeply rooted in the cultural heritage of India, is a tribute to its timeless beauty and spiritual essence. It tells the stories of our rich history and tradition through intricate movements and expressive gestures.
Our talented PYP4 students have prepared a mesmerizing performance to welcome you all and set the tone for our celebrations today.
So without further ado, let us immerse ourselves in the enchanting rhythms and captivating expressions of the Bharatanatyam welcome dance.
Please give a warm round of applause for our performers.
Sapamagata ki tatadi nida ki tatadi nidirana. Sapamagata ki tatadi nida ki tatadi nidirana. Sa tiga tabari, tigari nisa tiga tabari. Sapamagama gama 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 gapada gari sanisa. Gari sanisa. Don't just tell me say yeah. C'est comme ça, moi je rêve, la Carissa, 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 les babadali, babadali.
The grace and elegance of our dancers have truly brought the spirit of our culture to life.
Now, it is my honor and privilege to introduce our esteemed chief guest for today's momentous occasion, Air Marshal Sunil Soman, who has graciously joined us today. I request our chief guest to please come on stage and enlighten us with a few words.
Ladies, gentlemen, and my dear students, a very good morning to all of you. First and foremost, let me wish you all a very happy Independence Day 2024. I also wish to thank Dr. Robin Ghosh for having invited me to hoist the flag on the occasion of the 78th Independence Day. It's indeed been an honor and a privilege. I'm equally delighted today to see a cross-section of students from primary to senior school who are all participating here and all looking so bright and cheerful. It indeed is a very, very pleasant sight. Now today is a momentous day for us as it marks the day when we got our independence from British colonial rule in 1947. Now, freedom is something which is very important, as it's the very foundation of human dignity, creativity, and progress. Now, unlike the colonial past, where we had no control over our destiny, it's because of this freedom today that the citizens are able to exercise their power, manage the affairs of the state, protect your rights, and decide your future. So as we celebrate the Independence Day today, it is time for us to remember and pay homage to our predecessors who waged the liberation struggle and at times paid with their lives to achieve this freedom. Now it is because of their sacrifices today that we have a number of freedoms, whether it's political, social, legal, economic, and have access to education, to healthcare, and other essential services, which enables one to achieve his full potential and contribute meaningfully towards society. Mahatma Gandhi had observed that freedom is the breath of life. So there is every reason that we need to cherish and safeguard this freedom, which has been earned with a lot of struggle, no matter what is the cost. Now, freedom has an external and an internal dimension. While the external dimension in terms of aggression is being taken charge by the armed forces, As far as the internal dimension is concerned, it's basically the responsibility of the government and the citizens for maintaining internal integrity, harmony, peace, and unity. So we should be careful that no agency divides our society on the lines of ethnicity, race, and religion. Divisive politics can fragment our nation, making it vulnerable to influence and control by external entities, thereby jeopardizing our freedom. So the Independence Day should serve us as a reminder and inspire us to reflect on the values of freedom, democracy, and justice, and enthuse us to safeguard it. Now, among the citizens, the students and the youth, you all play a very crucial role in preserving this hard-earned freedom by participating in civic life and fostering a sense of national pride and responsibility. So the students can contribute in a number of ways. Firstly, through education, becoming aware of the country's history, the values, the democratic principles, which enable you to appreciate the huge sacrifices that have been made by our predecessors and the need to uphold it. Secondly, engaging in community service and volunteer activities, which strengthens societal bonds and promotes unity. Thirdly, by advancing social justice, human rights, and environmental sustainability that ensures the nation's progress is always aligned with ethical standards. Fourthly, embracing diversity and promoting inclusive ideas which foster a very kind of a harmonious society. And fifthly, develop the art of critical thinking, which enables you to counter the misinformation and various fake news that goes on nowadays to make informed judgment and decisions. Now, your school has been a great promoter and catalyst in helping you to contribute towards society. I must add that you students must consider yourselves very, very lucky to be a part of a school that provides you all the facilities and resources that make a very conducive environment for learning and future development. The school has been able to blend the Western IB concepts of education with the wisdom which has been found in ancient Vedanta, based on self-inquiry, ethical practices, and meditation, to help every child realize his potential and bring out the best in him. Now, the school has earned a lot of plaudits for its academic excellence. The international rankings obtained by the students of the school speak volumes for the very praiseworthy performance. This credit certainly goes to the visionary leadership of the President, Dr. Robin Ghosh, a very eminent educationist and a very accomplished veteran test and a fighter pilot. And also the supporting and dedicated effort of the teaching faculty, and above all, the resolve of the empowered and diligent students. Now, India is on the roll and making great strides towards becoming Viksit Bharat. It symbolizes the vision of a developed nation by 2047 and reflects the government's commitment to transform India in a big way. You students have a huge role. So my few words of advice for the present is, for all the little tiny tots and the students of primary school, I would advise, play hard, eat well, and do your homework in time. Listen to your parents and teachers, stay inquisitive, stay curious, and ask many, many questions. For the middle-level students who are here, I would say study well and understand the basics in terms of why and how things happen. Cultivate good habits, particularly reading habits. Develop hobbies and acquire new skills. And for the senior students, I would say stay positive, set clear goals, stay focused, and work diligently towards them. Stay resilient in the face of challenges and learn from every experience. Remember, success is just a journey, so dedication and hard work will enable you to achieve your goals. Also, discover your passion, develop a healthy lifestyle, and remain committed to lifelong learning. Also, start thinking about your career options now, by identifying your interests, your strengths, and the skills that you cherish very close to your heart through a certain amount of reflection and professional advice. Now, one of the careers you could choose is the armed forces. The armed forces offer the youth a fulfilling career of service, discipline, and honor. The career provides educational opportunities, job security, and a structured career path with potential for development. Now, within the armed forces, the Air Force, the Indian Air Force is one career. Air Force offers a very dynamic and a rewarding path for youth, for those who are passionate about flying, about aviation, about technology, and who want to have a thrilling life. You could serve your country with honor and pride. As for me, I think I had a very exciting and a very rewarding life in the Air Force. What made it more meaningful was the service motto of the Air Force, which all of us pledged and is also applicable in all walks of life, which is mission, integrity, and excellence. Mission is your task at hand, whatever duty that you are performing, which requires unwavering commitment and perseverance for the completion of the job. Integrity includes the devotion and obligation towards quality completion of the task. That means you should be able to perform without being supervised. And third is excellence. Strive for distinction. Once achieved, don't rest on your laurels. Raise the bar of performance and strive for perfection. Now, as regards the wonderful show that we saw here today, my compliments to the students and the organizers for putting up this show. The program that was put up was really remarkable, showcasing, a lovely dance, and in fact, you brought the spirit of independence to life. The talent and creativity amongst these little students that I saw is very, very evident. The energy, the passion, the dedication, the cheerfulness, is absolutely commendable. My congratulations to all for the exceptional effort and enthusiasm. Your performances have made this particular celebration truly inspiring and memorable. So to conclude, as we celebrate the Independence Day, remember the sacrifices that have shaped our nation. These sacrifices fostered values of unity, democracy, equality, and respect for diversity that formed the very foundation of our nation. So embrace your education, cherish your freedom, and contribute to a future where integrity, innovation, and inclusivity thrive. Let's honor our past by building a very bright future. Thank you. God bless all of you, students and children, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. We would surely inculcate those encouraging words into reality in our lives.
I am filled with excitement and happiness as we begin with our Independence Day celebration.
Presented by the enthusiastic students of PYP4, today's event will take you on a journey of patriotism, sacrifice, and hope with our theme, Unsung Heroes of Yesterday, Today, and Tomorrow. We aim to inspire a deep sense of responsibility and pride in our country. Get ready to celebrate the remarkable stories of those who have shaped our past, present, and future.
As we delve into the pages of history, let's witness the bravery and sacrifices of our unsung heroes through a captivating blend of dance, drama, and music.
Our first performance is dedicated to Chandrasekhar Azad, a revolutionary freedom fighter whose fearless spirit inspired countless others.
Chandrasekhar Sitaram Tiwari, popularly known as Chandrasekhar Azad, was an Indian revolutionary who reorganized the Hindustan Republican Association under its new name of Hindustan Socialist Republican Association after the death of its founder, Ram Prasad Bismil.
Chandrasekhar Azad, a name that strikes fear in the hearts of oppressors and lights the fire of freedom in every Indian soul. Born on July 23, 1906 in Bhavra, Madhya Pradesh, Azad dedicated his life to his motherland.
सो पहचानिए जो लड़े दीन के हेत पुरसा कट बड़े कब छाड़े के जो तो प्रेम के रन का चाहो सिर दर गली गली बोली आओ
He was plotting against the throne. What is his name? What is your name?
मेरा नाम आजाद है.
What is his father's name? Answer, damn it!
मेरे पिता का नाम स्वतंत्रता है.
Where do you live?
मेरा घर जेल है. चिंगारी आजादी की सुलगती मेरे जिस्म में है. इनकलाब की ज्वालाएं लिपटी मेरे बदन में है. मौत जहाँ जन्नत हो ये बात मेरे वतन में है. कुर्बानी का जज्बा जिंदा मेरे कफन में है. इनकलाब जिंदाबाद. वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम. Put him in the jail! सरफरोशी की तमन्ना अब हमारे दिल में है. देखना है जोर कितना बाजुए का दिल में है.
वाह भगत सिंह वाह, क्या बोला है. अब सुनो, शहीदों की चिताओं पर लगेंगे हर बरस मेले. शहीदों की चिताओं पर लगेंगे हर बरस मेले. वतन पर मरने वालों का यही बाकी निशा होगा.
वाह राजगुरु वाह, क्या बोला है.
ओह, आज मीटिंग यहाँ है. मैं तुम सबको ढूंढ ढूंढ के थक जाओ. सुनो, मैंने कुछ लिखा है. इस कदर वाकिफ है मेरी कलम मेरे जज्बातों से.
अगर मैं इश्क लिखना भी चाहूँ तो इनकलाब लिखा जाता है.
इंकलाब जिंदाबाद, इंकलाब जिंदाबाद. तुम लोगों ने सुना, चंद्रशेखर आजाद अंग्रेजों की पकड़ से भाग गए.
आजाद हो या आजादी, इन गोरों के पकड़ में ज्यादा नहीं रह सकती.
वंदे मातरम, वंदे मातरम. भारत माता की जय, भारत माता की जय.
तू मेरी चिंता छोड़ और ये पैसे राजगुरु की माँ को दे दे.
तू मेरी चिंता छोड़, भाग. तुम भागो तो भागो, वो आतेंगे, बंदे आतेंगे.
भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तान हमारा है. भारत हमको जान से प्यारा है, सबसे न्यारा गुलिस्तान
दुश्मन की गोलियों का सामना करेंगे। आजाद ही रहे हैं, आजाद ही रहेंगे।
देश मेरे मेरी जान है तू, देश मेरे मेरी शान है तू, देश मेरे मेरी शान है तू।
मिटाने से नहीं मिटते, डराने से नहीं डरते, वतन के नाम पे वतन के नाम पे हम सर कटाने से नहीं डरते, मिटाने से नहीं मिटते।
देश मेरे मेरी जान है तू, देश मेरे मेरी जान है तू, देश मेरे मेरी शान है तू, देश मेरे मेरी शान है तू।
ओ देश मेरे तेरी शान पे सदके कोई धन है क्या तेरी धूल से बढ़ के, तेरी धूप से रोशन, तेरी हवा पे जिंदा, तू बाग है मेरा, मैं तेरा परिंदा। है अर्ज़ ये दीवाने की जहाँ बोर सुहानी देखी, एक रोज वही मेरी शाम हो। कभी याद करे जो जमाना, माटी पे मर मिट जाना, जिक्र में शामिल मेरा नाम हो। ओ देश मेरे तेरी शान पे सदके कोई धन है क्या तेरी धूल से बढ़ के, तेरी धूप से रोशन, तेरी हवा पे जिंदा, तू बाग है मेरा, मैं तेरा परिंदा।
बरोबर, या डॉक्टर सौ आनंदी गोपाळ जोशी, भारतातील पहिली स्त्री डॉक्टर। तुम्हाला असा प्रश्न पडला असेल की ह्या आधी ते का आले आहेत? तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना यांची कहाणी माहिती आहे, पण तरी सुद्धा आम्ही आज तुमच्या समोर ती पुनश्च मांडायला आलोय। बाईने चूल आणि मूल एवढंच तिला घोटून घोटून सांगितलं जायचं। पण या जगात असे काही व्यक्ती असतात ज्यांना काळाचा पुढचा विचार करण्याची देणगी लाभलेली असते, पण अशी माणसं फार कमी असतात। योगायोगाने माझं लग्न असेच एका चमत्कारिक माणसाशी झालं ज्यांचं नाव गोपाळ जोशी। अगं बाई, आज पहिल्यांदाच त्यांचं नाव घेतलं। परिश्रमानंतर मी डॉक्टर झाले कारण ह्यांनी मला शिकवलं. मी डॉक्टर झाले कारण ह्यांनी मला तिथपर्यंत जाण्यासाठी अभ्यास करायचं धैर्य दिलं. मी आज तुम्हाला हे सगळं का सांगते? कारण आपण नेहमी म्हणतो प्रत्येक यशस्वी पुरुषाच्या मागे ही स्त्री असते.
पण आपण हेही लक्षात घ्यायला हवंय की प्रत्येक यशस्वी स्त्रीच्या मागेही पुरुष असतोच.
तो पुरुष मग बाप असेल, भाऊ, नवरा, सासरा, कोणीही असू शकतो. आजच्या मुली शिकतात, खूप मोठ्या होतात. अशा मुलींकडे बघून खूप छान वाटतं.
अशा छान छान शिका
आणि सगळ्यांना जगात स्त्री शिक्षणात अग्रेसर असलेला देश आपला भारताला बनवा.
हेच सांगायला आम्ही आलोय.
चला, फार वेळ घेतला मी तुमचा, निघते.
नमस्कार, येतो आम्ही.
चला मुलींनो, आपल्या शाळेमध्ये जाऊयात. तुम्ही तिथे का आहेत? इथं या. खाली बसा. तुम्ही असे का बसताय? नीट बसा. तुझं नाव काय आहे? अच्छा, भावकी. मग तुझं नाव काय आहे? अच्छा, पावकी. आपण काल काय शिकलो होतो?
आपण काल अ आणि आ शिकलो.
तर आज आपण पुढे शिकूयात. माझ्यासोबत म्हणा. अ
अ
आ
आ
ई
ई
ई
ई.
कुठं आहे माझी चकुली? कुठं आहे? चल घरी.
बाबा, मला शिकायची इच्छा आहे.
काही गरज नाही शिकायची. शिकून काय करणार आहेस तू? घरची कामे कोण करणार आहेस मॅडम? लग्न झाल्यावर तुला फक्त घरचीच कामे करायची आहे. ते नीट शिकून घे.
पण साहेब,
तुम्ही काही बोलू नका.
हे बघा, जर तुम्हाला ज्ञान नसेल, शिक्षण नसेल आणि तुम्हाला त्याची इच्छाही नाही, तुमच्याकडे बुद्धी आहे पण त्यावर तुम्ही काम करत नाही, मग तुम्हाला माणूस कसा म्हणता येईल? स्वावलंबन हा तुमचा व्यवसाय करा. ज्ञानाची संपत्ती गोळा करण्यासाठी स्वतः परिश्रम करा. ज्ञानाशिवाय प्राणी मुके आहे. विश्रांती घेऊ नका. स्वतःला शिक्षित करण्याचा प्रयत्न करा.
आसमानचे अंगार केले, पंखाने आभार पेरले, झेंडूचे पहाड फोडणे, विद्रुरांचे सुरंग पेरले. अशी ती आई ज्ञान माऊली, समतेची सावली, सावित्री माय. होय, तीच सावित्री ज्याला ज्योतिबा प्रेमाने साऊ म्हणायची. ती सावित्री, ती साऊ दीपस्तंभासारखे आजही आम्हाला प्रकाशमान करते, आम्हाला प्रकाशमान करते.
देख लेना,
कभी तपती धूप में जलकर देख लेना.
कैसी होती है हिफाजत मुल्क की,
कभी सरहद पर चल के देख लेना.
Let's put your hands together for a power-packed finale. Let's have a huge round of applause for our fantabulous performers.
सरहद पे चले, सरहद पे हमें आवाज लगानी है. माथे पे तिलक जय हिंद लगा, वो मेरी निशानी है.
As we gather here on this Independence Day, let us take a moment to honor the brave soldiers of our Army, Navy and Air Force who risk their lives every day so that we can sit here peacefully and enjoy this program. These courageous men and women leave their families behind in their harsh conditions and stand vigilant on the borders to ensure our safety. One soldier beautifully expressed their commitment. My country calls, and I will answer for my life. For every inch of our land, I will fight till my last breath. These words echoed the sentiment of countless soldiers who have laid down their lives to protect our nation. They have shed their blood, sweat, and tears to protect us. Let us always remember and honor these unsung heroes of yesterday, today, and tomorrow. Let their bravery and dedication inspire us to be better citizens than we are today. Let us give a roaring round of applause for an electrifying dance finale. Join me in celebrating our amazing performers with a thunderous cheer.
आज दिल पे हाथ रख के ये कसम ले हम सभी, ना झुकेगा देश अपना, ना झुकेंगे हम कभी। आज दिल पे हाथ रख के ये कसम ले हम सभी, ना झुकेगा देश अपना, ना झुकेंगे हम कभी। जिंदगी का क्या किया जो सर उठा के मर न पाया, हो गया वो खून पानी जो वतन पे ना बहाया। चल लहू से लिख दे खाक पे, ऐ भारत माँ तेरी माटी तेरा देश पहले, दुनिया के सारे सुख पीछे है मेरा देश पहले। है तिरंगा शान अपनी, देंगे इस पे जान अपनी। जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे तेरा संदेश पहले, दुनिया के सारे सुख पीछे है मेरा देश पहले।
जश्न है भारत, रग रग में है जीत की आदत। ऐसा हुनर दुश्मन भी सलामी दे। तू सूरज हम तेरे उजाले, तुझसे जुदा नहीं होने वाले। आखिर तक हम सफर तिरंगे के। जय हिंद जो नस नस में है, हर बाजी फिर बस में है। सिद्ध ठान के हिंदुस्तान बोले। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम शस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम। सुजलाम सुफलाम मलयज शीतलाम शस्य श्यामलाम वंदे मातरम।
Wow! That gave me goosebumps. What a scintillating performance it was. Thank you, dear friends, for these powerful performances. Let's carry forward the spirit of these heroes in our hearts and actions. With this, I would like to call upon our very own Honorable President Dr. Ghosh, the sculptor of human character, a seasoned scholar and navigator of this flagship of knowledge, to speak a few words on this special occasion.
Thank you, children. The way you made the adults' blood boiling. Thank you. It is that you brought back the pillar, the foundation on which India is standing today. Thank you. You know what has happened? 326 BC, Alexander the Great came and attacked India. I don't know if you all know, if you could do a little Google study, you will find out that soon enough he left and ran away, even though who won against Porus. And how did he win against Porus? Because you'll be amazed to hear Alexander's wife was scared that Alexander might die in this battle. So she sent a little rocky to Porus and said, please protect my husband. So he chose not to fight. Anyway, Alexander the Great could not stand the energy of this country. And that is the energy which I see from you as the parent, as the teachers, and children. Thank you so much. My greatest regard for Air Marshal Sunil Saman sir, ma'am, and Krishna, and a very special fighter pilot, Dr. Nandi. Thank you for coming over here. Thank you for you taking out your time and understand a couple of things. What has happened is, subsequently to Alexander the Great, a couple of 100 years came, time along, Genghis Khan, Babur, Akbar, Humayun, Aurangzeb, everybody came to India. I used to wonder, why did they come to India? We used to be told, we read it in our school days, Sone ka chidiya. Why did they come to India? Why not other countries? And 16th century, Britishers and French came to India. And Britishers wanted to rule us. So what did they do? In the pretext of trading, they started an East India Company and brought guns and things like that. And you and I have heard this as I was growing up, that we were grateful to the Britishers for making wonderful hill station, creating railway lines, and making ship dockyards and things like that. We did not realize it at that time, and as we did further studies, we realized that all they did the railway line is because they wanted to take away the wealth from India, put it into the train, take it to the dockyards, and ship it away to our country. And progressively, over 200 years, India was depleted. And I used to hear it as we were growing up, because of foreign invasion, India is poor. I used to say, all right, that is gone. Now, what are we doing right now? Why aren't we making it better? So India is shooting up. But after a lot of the issues that you and I, as a teacher and a parent, need to be aware of, unfortunately, we are not aware of it. Like you can see me and hear me. How? How do you see me and hear me right now standing here? Maybe boring you, putting you to sleep, or maybe, please, we think it is because of our eyes and ears and five senses, that's why I perceive the world. The ancient India's Vedanta is saying, not true. You say, what do you mean not true? How am I seeing you? Of course with my eyes and ears. The ancient Vedanta says, all right, what if you are sitting there, but you are unconscious? Or if you are in deep sleep, can you see me? Your sense organs are cut off. From what? There is something which Vedanta is saying, that is you, that is our children. Unfortunately, the 1650 onwards, Lord Macaulay was sent in 1833 by Queen Victoria, go to India and tell me, why is it we can't rule India? And that was 200 years they were in India. So Lord Macaulay came for 15 months. It is all from National Archives of India, which is there in Delhi. And went back, you'll be amazed to hear, 2nd of February 1835, he gave a talk to the British Empire, to the Queen. Your Majesty, you'll be shocked to hear what he said. I was. He says, we cannot rule India. She said, what? Aren't you bringing all that wealth? He said, yes, we can rob them with a gunpoint, but we cannot rule them. We can rob them, but we cannot rule them. She said, why? She said, because their spiritual power, their moral power is so strong. Like, he took a couple of names like Shankaracharya, etc. Can you rule them? So, the Queen said, that means we cannot rule India? He said, no, if you allow me, I will change the education system of the country. The Lord Macaulay is known to those of you who are lawyers and educators would know as the father of the legal system and the education system of this country. He was not. All he did is transform to, and you know, right from the beginning, they started off school systems with a church attached to it. And we were told, don't study Upanishads and Vedanta, and those are Pathshala. Study Shakespeare and Shelley and Keith. And we did it. Girl's father gave advertisement, my daughter is convent returned for marriage. We took great pride. You look at our country. Great leaders, but at that time everybody thought that going to England and study is the thing. And because of which what happened? Everybody, Bapu Gandhi, Nehru, including Aurobindo, including our very famous leaders, they all went off to England to study and come back. You will be amazed to hear that while it was going on, we Indians, majority of them, including the intellectual lot, were very happy with the British rule. We didn't want to change it. We didn't even understand what is independent. You'll be amazed to hear that 1901, 1893, Swami Vivekananda went off to United States and to England to spread the word of the richness of Indian Vedanta and the Upanishad. He said he left his body in 1902, and 1901 he made 3 predictions. You should know about it. I was amazed to read about it. The first prediction is India will be independent within 50 years of time. 1901, 1947. Just 46 years time, India became independent. And he says, under a very trying condition, that was his exact prediction. And it was. Our children just now showed it to our dear parent and to the rest of you, the visitors, the audience, that how India fought, how our ladies fought, everybody. His second prediction, he said, there will be a proletariat revolution in Russia and China. And at about that time, Marx said that it would be in England. It didn't. It happened in Russia. He was right in both count. Now I want you to listen to this, his third prediction. You know what is Vivekananda's third prediction? And it's given in the book called My India by Vivekananda. He said the third prediction is India will rise to that height even in the Vedic period when we used to be called Sonekachuriya, the richest in the country. India will go far beyond that. And you and I whether we are world citizen or Indian citizen, we are proud to be in India right now. And those of us who are Indian, we do not realize. We say we're doing party functions, Independence Day. What is independence? And we think it is from recovery from the British oppression, from corruption, from poverty, and bringing the Indian stature better. That is independence. Sure it is. But India's independence are two. One is transactional, which is in Sanskrit you can call Vyavaharika, meaning the world outside. The world outside. Have you realized the whole Western world, English, American, European world, and everybody else, including you and me, we think the success is out there. Where is out there? In Stanford, in Harvard, in Oxford, and if I can get my study there and get a degree, I'll be coming back and become, vice chancellor, chairperson of a president of a company. I've done it. The intellectual lot at the British time, they didn't want independence. They were very happy that all they wanted to get a degree and come back and hold either a number 2 or number 3 position among the British government. And they said that the Britishers are giving us good discipline and we like it, we need it. Our country cannot handle this country. And that circumstances, Vivekananda made these 3 predictions. The third one is yet to be seen, but you can see it, what is happening. Just about 10 years ago, India was 15th in the World Bank in the EMF ranking. Today we are 5. And the prediction by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Google it, it is there in YouTube, is saying what? India by 2028 will go past and become the richest leader in the world. Besides spiritual leadership and academics and education, also in the financial. And you can see India is rising. Recently, with the political scenario, there were a lot of predictions worldwide that India is going to be number 3. So we are very lucky, and our children are tremendously benefited at this time. There was a Bhagavad Gita. It's called God Talks to Arjuna by Paramahansa Yogananda. He went just about 89, Sri Vivekananda went just about 18 years after that once again to US. And he wrote this, deciphering Bhagavad Gita. As you know, there is Quran, there is Bible, there is Christianity, there is Guru Granth Sahib, and there are lots of powerful religious books. He deciphered it and is written in chapter 2, page 246, verse 31. In the 4th paragraph, he is writing, the World Religion Authority, Houston Smith. If you know, Google it, Houston Smith is no more. He left his body about 3 years back. He wrote the world religion, the history of world religion. In the world and all top universities, his book is today studied. And the first chapter he is writing about India. And do you know what he's saying? He said, India, Hinduism has taught us. He is an American and the Britishers. And he's quoting Arnold Toynbee. He's quoting a British historian. Has predicted. Understand, Houston Smith is talking about Arnold Toynbee, who was a British philosopher and historian. He has predicted. Who is he? Arnold Toynbee. What? That in 1950 onwards, India the conquered would conquer her conquerors in 21st century. This is 21st century. And you, dear parents, dear teachers, and our lovely, powerful children, you got a tremendous future ahead. India is shooting ahead. Who are these Indians who are going to make India number 1? You might say, you and me. No, our time has gone. It's the children. And education is to understand that. What is that? So, there are twofold, I told you, independence. One is transactional. there is another, and that is the inner. It's not out there. It's not only bloodshed and sacrifice for the country and fight the world. That's outside. What about fighting the world within? You look at today, youth all over the world. Have you realized we are all suffering? Why are we suffering? Because we are not connected within. How do you see me and hear me? Because of your consciousness, because of your awareness. You know, I'm Robin Ghosh, I'm a man, I'm a woman, whatever. We look at only our body, name, form and function. We are not getting connected to what Vedanta talked about. Aham Brahmasmi, Main hi Brahma hu. Our children need to get oriented to that. That, yes, I'm utilizing all my faculties of the mind, of the brain, of the intellect, of the ego, and feelings. But in addition to that, we also have a tremendous connection. Who we really are is my awareness, is my consciousness. This is what Vedanta is saying. Tat Tvam Asi, you are that. And today, Harvard is talking about this. HDS, Google it. Harvard Divinity School, David Clooney is talking about Vedanta. You'll be amazed to hear that NYU, New York University, David Chalmers is talking about Vedanta. Ned Block talking about Vedanta. You know, there's a beautiful write-up of a book called Waking, Dreaming, Being by Evan Thompson. He is the philosophy professor of British Columbia University in Canada, Vancouver. You know what he says? He's writing in one para that those who are historians, it would be better that instead of historical events being placed as BC and AD, that is before Christ and Anno Domini, it should be before Upanishad and after Upanishad. Have you realized, dear parent, dear teacher, dear sirs and ma'am, we know so little about ours. So the true independence is that empirical independence, not just transactional. And empirical is from within and without, both put together is the true independence. Then you know, and India will, because India is already doing it. What is happening today? Today, 20, 30, 40, 60, 70 years of age, we have no clue how to control that mind of ours. Have you realized? Sit still for 15 minutes, just 2 minutes time, how your mind is going to take you for a ride. And that mind is taking you and I for a ride. This has got another name. What is it? It's not connected. It is connected because without that consciousness, you cannot do anything. You cannot eat, you cannot sleep, you cannot have fun, you cannot have bodily pleasures. You cannot learn, play cricket, anything, unless you are conscious, isn't it? If I'm in coma lying in the hospital, whole world is vanished from me. So I have to be conscious. But that being conscious and being aware of consciousness and utilizing that fantastic power. What is that power? Taittiriya Upanishad says, this power, that awareness, that consciousness is Ishvara, is God. Now, it is in Upanishad. Now you say, whether you call jal or pani or tanni or you in French or washer in German or up in Sanskrit or Persian, it is all water. So it is all one awareness, one religion concept. It is not written in Upanishad. It is the ultimate truth. It's not religion. It is spirituality. It is being aware. So this is why we are showing it to the children. You don't know who you are. I would request you, take a little bit of understanding. Sit still for a while. So what is this? True independence is what is getting connected to that supreme power from within. That is the power which triggered the mind and the body of the martyrs. You saw unsung heroes, make them do something. They were fearless. What gave them that power? that from within. And that is what children need to get awakened to. Otherwise, what is happening? We have become compulsive nature. What is compulsive nature? We are connected with our mind, our intellect, our ego, and feeling. They're the four functions of the mind. Mind is intellect, is memory, ego, and feelings. And if you look at it, most of the education today, all over the world, is intellect and memory. Only these two. Education must take it to them to dive deep within. So education is today out there in Harvard, Oxford, in a good school, in a good college. Education is discovering the power from within. And, dear parents, dear teachers, discovering that power from within is parenting, is schooling. Discover that giant from within the child. You and I may not have been. Don't make them like us. They will be better than you and me. You know why? Because they have better data bank. And if you look carefully, you, ma'am, you, sir, you are better than your parent. Why? Because you had better data bank than your parent. Isn't it? I am better than my parent. So are you. Why? Because they didn't have those data. Our children have got a tremendous, these are the world toppers that are coming out from this school. Make them become aware. Just be aware. Just like they know I'm a human child, not a monkey or a donkey. They know I'm a girl or a boy. Just like that, they should know. I'm not just a body, I'm something else. That's true independence. And once you are connected to that within, what happens? You don't become compulsive nature. What is compulsive nature? When I'm talking on the telephone, I don't know when to stop. I talk. When I start drinking, I keep drinking. When I start smoking, I keep smoking. When I go for shopping. Watching TV, watching. Have you noticed? Many of us go to sleep and wake up in the evening and say, my God, my whole day is lost. And you're just compulsive sleeper also. This compulsive nature goes because you are disconnected from within you. The moment you get connected, you are a different person. So, understand, every life form in this world has got a beginning and has got an end. Birth to death. Did you know that you and I, human children, human beings, have a birth at the beginning? Our children have a beginning, but they have no end, and nor you and me. You say, what do you mean? Robin Ghosh, you won't die? Of course I will die. What will die? Not I. This body will die. What is that? Think. Is Steve Jobs dead? Is Isaac Newton, Einstein, Henry, or let's say Freud, or Bertrand Russell, or take the spiritual world, great philosophers, are they dead? Vivekananda, Paramahansa, Jesus Christ, Buddha, Mahavir Jain, Guru Nanak Ji, Guru Gobind Singh, Muhammad, are they dead? No, they become immortal. Our children and you and I can become immortal, and that's take them to that world topper status. I want you to understand, getting connected, what is this getting connected? Hey, dear parent, children, you are already connected. Only thing you don't know that. And we think we are oppressed. We are not suffering from oppression. We are suffering, think about it, we are suffering from freedom. What do you mean? Let me tell you a tiny story, a minute, and then I will say thank you to you for being patient. You know, about 60, 70, 100 years ago, a washerman used to come on a donkey and take your clothes, put it on the top of the, this is from Vedanta, take it to the riverbank and to his washing station. He will wash the clothes, he will beat it against the rock, and he scrub it with a, rock, and bring it back, dry it in the rocks, come back, iron it, and hand it over to you in 2-3 days' time. One day this washerman goes with the donkey with the clothes, and he reaches the riverbank, and he unloads that clothes from the donkey. Are you with me? It's a very powerful story. and essence of the entire Upanishad, Vedanta, Bhagavad Gita, and Brahma Sutra is included in this. You know what is Vedanta? Vedanta is Brahma Sutra, Bhagavad Gita, and Upanishad. These are three things. Its entire education is included in this story. He unloads the donkey, takes off the clothes, and then he suddenly realized, oh my God, I forgot to bring the rope to tie the donkey. How am I going to tie him? Now, that's my SUV in our language today. He will wander off. What am I going to do? Now, he can't leave the donkey and start washing because the donkey will wander off. So he's sitting there and he said, my God, what a fool I have been. You know, India is filled with wise men. So there's a wise man comes in. He said, Dhobi Baba, what happened? Why are you like this? He said, sir, what to do? I made a big mistake. I didn't bring the rope to tie the donkey. So the wise man says, that's all. He said, sir, what that's all? I can't do, my whole day is gone. He said, sir, he tells Dhobi Baba, all you do, go in front of the donkey and show it to him, you're tying him with your hand, without any rope. Just show it to him, that you're tying him against this tree. Dhobi said, that's all. He said, that's all. But he will go away because he is not tied. He said, try it. So he goes and tie him it, and he goes and starts washing. And naturally, he is frightened, he is concerned. He continued to look towards the donkey, and he said, donkey is standing, whatever he's supposed to do, eating grass, standing, but not moving. He is very happy. He comes back, he dries up the clothes, he loads up the donkey, and now he says to the donkey, Chal hut, let's go, we got work to do at home. Donkey is not moving. He again gives the fatka, come on, let's go, we got work to do. Donkey is not moving. He pushes the donkey, and donkey, whatever it's supposed to do, is not moving. Now he says, now what do I do? How do I go back? So he goes to that hut where the wise man was there. He goes and says, sir, you put me into so much of trouble. What do I do? How do I take the donkey back? He said, why? He said, donkey is not moving. He said, did you untie the donkey? He said, how can I untie? There is no rope. He said, but donkey doesn't know that. You go and untie him. So he goes, he said, make sure donkey is looking at you. So he unties the donkey, and then he says, chal hut, and donkey starts moving. You know what is the essence of this message? Our mind has got westernized, got disconnected. We are in freedom. Freedom to utilize the entire power of our all faculties, but we are not utilizing it. And we are like a donkey suffering from compulsive nature. You know what is the compulsive nature? Second thing? As per Vedanta, you seek pleasure. Have you noticed you and I always searching for pleasure, pleasure, pleasure? No? And we think we are half alive because we are not connected to who we really are. That is that inside awareness, consciousness. So we think, I know I am not fully alive. I am half alive. I realize it. So what do I want to do? I want to climb the Mount Everest. I want to go for a hike. I want to go for a 30-kilometer walk. I want to do those things. Take a balloon, go across, do those things and feel great. I am complete. You're searching to seek, knowing I'm not complete. And this is why we are suffering away to glory. And this suffering can be easily removed with what? How do you get not connected? You are already connected, but become aware of that consciousness, the power within all of us. India is the one who is given this gift, the best gift to the world, called spirituality. And if there is a land which has ever brought the excellence of humanity, showed to the world Sanatan Dharma, acceptance of all, not forbidding anyone, and has developed the greatness from within, has been the kindest and the most caring country. Have you realized we Indians are the only one who never went outside our country to go and fight and capture another country? Because we are inclusive. We are not exclusive. Exclusive is outwards. inclusive is within. Check.
Thank you, sir, for motivating all of us. It will truly help us to aspire high achievements as true citizens of India. It is our moral responsibility to lead our country on the path to progress and prosperity.
Now, I would like to extend the vote of thanks towards Dr. Ghosh, Shada ma'am, respective chief guests, all dignitaries, parents, teachers and coordinators, ICT team, PE team, music team, dance team, arts team, media team and admin team of PYP, and all the support staff to make this celebration a great success. I am sure without each one of your help and presence, this celebration would not have been possible. Our sincere thanks to all.
May I request everyone to stand up and pay respect and tribute towards our motherland by listening from the heart to the national song Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam Sufala, Malayaj Sheetala, Sasya Shyamala Mataram, Vande Mataram, Shubhrajyotsna Pulakitayamini, Pullakusumita Drumadala Shobhini, Suhasini Sumadhura Bhashini, Sukhadam Varadam Mataram, Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram.